Hi.
Can I help you?
Hi. I'm Drew.
Hi, Drew.
Hi.
Thank you for coming.
Yeah. Sorry. I'm a little little out of sorts because I'm a little intimidated. I've been reading about these things for years. Never really built the courage to come to one. So, just bear with me now that we're off to the races. I'm a little nervous.
That's understandable. I know it's hard for a lot of people to come, but we really appreciate you being here and stepping outside of your comfort zone.
Yeah, no, thank you. I mean, God, just talking to you for 2 seconds, I feel a little more comfortable already. So, yeah, I mean, if all goes well, this will be a night I remember for the rest of my life. You know, something to tell the friends about. So, God willing.
Oh.
So.
Well, I see you brought something. Do you have anything that needs to be refrigerated?
No, actually, no. The website suggested a bunch of items, but I wasn't sure what to bring, so I ended up just kind of bringing everything. I've got condoms, lube, massage oil, there's handcuffs in here, a whip, edible panties, inedible panties. Found this shit. Look at this. You ever see anything like that? This wasn't even at the store. This was a farmer's market find. You don't not get a cucumber like that when you see one. Found a bunch of DVDs too. I thought what we could do is like put the DVDs on in all the rooms of the house, right? So that way everywhere you go, there's that like fucking fuck energy, you know, and it'll keep people horny. You're not gonna believe this. I goofed. What was your name?
Deborah,
I goofed. I got a Blu-ray. Yeah, I didn't even notice the blue because I've taken so much Viagra today. I don't know if you have like a Blu-ray player inside or maybe like a PS5 or whatever we got. I'll figure it out, but we got to get that on too because this is a classic, Sharknado.
Bill.
Oh, I'm so sorry. Ravioli.
What?
What's up, honey? Everything okay?
Thank God. Okay. I'm Drew. Ravioli, sir. Ravioli.
What can I do for you, Mr. Ravioli?
What? No. Well, ravioli. So, can I please come inside?
Yeah, sure. Thanks for coming.
Thank you very much.
Bill.
Why not?
No.
He brought
Yeah,
ravioli.
I don't understand. Well,
No, Bill, I don't think this man has ravioli. I think he's unwell.
No ravioli.
Listen to me, you big freak. I drove 4 hours for this. Okay, I had to pay a sitter $300 to shave my asshole. I have a half a tube of numbing agent on my genitals. I haven't felt anything below the waist in days. I've been edging myself for 2 weeks. I just really want to get this poison out. I'm horny. Ravioli? I am so sorry for your loss.
Ooh, is that a cod fillet? I'll take 2.
Yeah, is that mold on?
No, that's,
Welcome. This is In the Kitchen with Maven, and I am your hostess with the mostest, Maven Davidson. I am just taking a pick to be bringing today's top deal of the day right at the beginning of the show. Now, standing next to me, you know him. I think we might love him. The founder of Kirschenbaum Farms, our friend Peter Kirschenbaum. Peter Kirschenbaum of Kirschenbaum Farms. It is so great to see you, my friend.
Maven. Good to see you. Good to be back. We are here this year with our largest basket ever, Maven. This is the biggest, well, not technically.
Okay, all right.
Last year's basket was dimensionally a bit larger.
All right,
But
wow.
this year's basket is volumetrically more substantial, so it's really all in how you look at a basket, Maven.
Before we start,
No.
we've got 10 out the door already.
Oh, the early adopters.
The adopters are in with the tide. We also have this available every 30 days for, is that 2 years? Is that correct?
3 years.
3 years.
3 years.
Every 30 days on auto delivery for 3 years. You lock that price in now before it's too late. I think we should dive in.
Ooh, yes.
What do you say?
By all means.
All right, where do we start, my friend? Oh, how about some nice crunchy rice rollers might be nice. What do you think?
These aren't just any rice roller, Maven. This is the Kirschenbaum's Farms.
Wow.
Chinese inspired.
Break off a little piece.
Ancient grain rice roller, and we farm this. Rice fresh daily in a processing plant with real Chinese robots.
Wow. I have to say, this would be perfect dunked in a nice hot sake or a pho, if you will. Wow. Talk about a pho dunker, folks. Am I right? I can't get over this. But I think I have to because I think I might have to eat. Yeah, I saw it, folks. I saw it. Some pretzel nuggets?
Yeah.
Why don't we go into detail here, my friend?
Yeah.
You're killing me. You're killing me.
These aren't
You're killing me. Go ahead.
These aren't just any pretzel nugget, Maven. Make sure the camera can see this. Take a look at this. Listen to this. We put inside our own peanut butter and we sprinkle on top sort of our own allspice kind of dry adobo. Sorts.
You know, the adobo really, really stings the nostrils as it comes through in a very inspirational
Yes,
way.
it's very
it
inspirational.
is. Molto Mario.
Talk about a twist ending.
All right, are we hot?
Oh, wait, I think you're just making up words.
No, that's what they say.
They are hot.
I was an extra in Pearl Harbor.
Oh, Pearl Harbor.
All right, are we ready?
Are we ready?
I think we're ready.
All right. Ladies, hello, and welcome back to our show for this week. We're almost out of time, but it's nice to have you with us tonight here at the First Methodist Church of Christ. We have just a few minutes left, but just a quick reminder to get in your tithings while you still have time. If you're not paying, you ain't praying, and then you ain't staying in heaven.
Amen.
Amen.
We got a little ditty for you today.
It's a classic.
Oh boy, is it.
It's like a nice catsup. We're gonna go tell it on the mountain now, and please sing along at home. Please.
And Janet, keep those lyrics up.
Please keep the lyrics
We're
up.
not off book, Janet.
No? Well, you do know that term too. Go tell it on the mountain, over the hills and everywhere. Go tell it on the mountain, that Jesus Christ is born. While
shepherds kept their watch,
tell it on the mountain,
over silent flocks
flocks of light.
Flow throughout the
Heavens there shone a holy light. Everybody go tell it on the mountain, over the hills and everywhere. Now go tell it on the mountain. Jesus Christ is born again. We remind you folks that this has been a blessing.
Tell it on the mountain. Keep on tithing.
Okay, remember, son, it's not about who wins or loses. Okay, it's about who wins. Because winning is what makes winners winners. Winning is why we play the game. If you're not winning, you're not playing. And if you're not playing, you're a fucking loser, son. Good night. Daddy loves you.
We're gonna win this goddamn game. I'm not afraid of the San Juan Swingers because I didn't raise a goddamn quitter. Now, which little piece of shit are you worried about?
Gallego. In case you haven't noticed, the leadoff hitter, that little fuckhead, is not.
I don't give a fuck about Gallego. I'll shave my face, strap up my balls, and go out there and play myself if we have to. What are the chances the Swingers start Nestor Rodriguez?
Does Strawberry blow lines off Doc's cock in the bullpen? Of course they're going to start Rodriguez. He's their ace. Oh, and by the way, I have it on good authority that Rodriguez, he's a full-blown man.
I fucking knew it! Because Ricky swears he saw that little old fuck at the liquor store buying pork rinds and peppermint schnapps. Peppermint schnapps.
The only thing we need to worry about is what appetizers we're having at the victory party. Bloomin' onions, that's correct.
This is
you
what I'm
are
thinking.
correct. Little chocolate thunder from down under for everybody. Because Mummy's boys have been good this year. No sharing, thank you.
A little concerned, though, with how this tab's getting paid for.
Oh, we're not paying for this. My chocolate thunder from down under is going to have a little too much thunder in it, if you know what I mean. Nails. I'm gonna put nails in the cake.
Now, who do we have coaching third? Because you know who's gonna want to fucking coach third, and he cannot, under any fucking circumstances, coach third. I mean, look at.
Oh, I can't stand.
Hey, who you guys got coaching third tomorrow? Because I was thinking I could do it.
Like nails on a goddamn chalkboard.
Like
We were just talking about it, and you'd know if you weren't 20 minutes late. I'm a leader. I want to coach. Fuck off, leader. Fuck off, coach.
You want to be useful? Get in there and blot the grease off the pizza. Get in there and blot! Blot!
Take me through your game plan.
In exactly 2 hours and 23 minutes. Office of Vital Statistics Head Security Guard Yolanda Di Stefano will receive a phone call informing her of her sister's untimely passing. Gas leak. She was blown into a million pieces in front of her entire family, who were also blown into a million pieces. At 6:40 we break in, right into that office of Vital Statistics, and retrieve the birth certificate of Senor Rodriguez, proving indisputably that he was born in the late 70s, the early late 70s. We arrive at the home of Little League Baseball Commissioner and KB Toys interim store manager Clifford Clafford Jr. And at 7:08 a.m., we present said Clifford Clafford Jr. with said birth certificate of said Nestor Rodriguez, and his ban goes immediately into effect. And without a Nestor Rodriguez, we've won ourselves a World Series.
And what happens if he's just a freakishly old-looking, young little fucking peppermint schnapps fucker?
Then I'll figure out a way to ruin his life with nails or drugs, but probably nails.
What a buttery, flaky crust.
How you doing? I'm Andy Patanastro.
How you doing? I'm Ricky Ricardo, not that one.
No.
The two of us here and this other guy, we own the Cold Stone Crematorium in the Bronx. You might have heard of it.
Right now, we're running a fall special. Burn 2 bodies, get 3 toppings.
Oh! The boom. That's what they call that.
Burn 2 bodies, get 3 toppings free. Now you can live out the fantasy of watching Grandma spread wide open with a nice peanut butter sauce.
Now you could live out the fantasy of seeing your little sister stuffed with Reese's Pieces.
You can, too, live out the fantasy of watching your father smeared with fluffernutter all over his face.
Oh! So come on down. Hey! The fuck?
One
I
more
think he's doing...
time, I'm
Excuse
gonna-
me, what? Sweetheart, you talking to me? What do you mean I can't say fuck? Fuck you!
Fuck her.
Why don't we talk about dessert?
Yeah. These are actually you can't come on in the kitchen with Maven and not bring a chocolatey treat.
No.
These are our own recipe, a soft, gooey, ooey, chewy, choco chipalicious cookie. Listen to that goo.
I think we should break them
yeah,
together.
listen, watch
Ready?
the goo. Look at the cross section on that. You can
Oh,
just see that.
wow. And the
Yeah.
goo just sprinkles.
Well, that's the life.
Sprinkles everywhere. What a gooey sprinkle.
But this recipe dates back to the days of Gampy Kirschenbaum, and he was an angry man, but also a very. He was a violent man.
Yeah. Oh, I bet. You had me at Violent Gampy. This is the crunchiest Gampy cookie. I think it is by far the chewiest item in this basket.
Sure is.
And let me tell you something. It's time for the snappy dance, if you know what I mean.
Stop.
Snappy dance, time to snap at the cookies.
Well,
wow.
if I could actually, if I could take a moment.
Wow.
If I could take a moment, I do want to say something a bit.
Please tell the folks and hum whatever you'd like.
This past month, we had to say
what's that
goodbye
over there?
to the matriarch
let
of
me
the
just say
Kirschenbaum farms family. Loretta Kirschenbaum, my grandmother, passed tragically at 102 years young.
Why do you want me to
on
pick
her
another
morning
bite?
walk
Like
in her
the same
sleep.
fucking bite?
And it will never really be the same at the farm because she was the guiding light that carried all of us through. And
I am. Yeah, we're fine. Thank you, Peter. That was astounding.
We'll be right back after the break.
And now, a word from our sponsors.
Chesterfield's keeps things interesting.
Oh, thank you, darling.
Of course, my dear.
After a long, hard day of gift wrapping and housekeeping, it's always nice to unwind with a cool Chesterfield cigarette.
Now that's swell, dear. And to think there's still so much more work she has to do around here. Lucky for us, we have Chesterfield cigarettes for that smooth and sophisticated taste of pure Virginia tobacco.
Actually, Kenneth, it's a proprietary blend of Virginia and Turkish tobacco. Chesterfield's is the brand that keeps things interesting.
I have been known to enjoy a Turkish delight every now and again.
I know you have, dear. I remember.
They sure are keen, Dorothy. Those Turks sure are keen. Much like Chesterfield's new filter tip cigarette. A smooth, safe smoke, even for baby.
She doesn't mind.
It's true. I enjoyed Chesterfield's from dalliance to delivery, and my baby still came out baby.
Perfectly, baby.
And perfect baby makes for quiet mommy, and quiet mommy makes for happy daddy. Whoever that may be.
I'm sterile.
And I was the first girl to wear pants at my school.
Stay off of Santa's naughty list, boys and girls. Remember Chesterfield cigarettes this Christmas season. Chesterfield cigarettes, now with extra tangy tar for that zip.
Let's be gay, come laugh and sing. The Chesterfield keeps things interesting.
Next up, we've got a lovely item that I'm very excited to bring to you. A 1984 Philadelphia Mint. Come in here for this. Ladies and gentlemen, we've been waiting for it all year. The invisible silver dollar. Now, I want you to take a look at this here. Check out this patina. Look at the glisten. Here. I don't know if we're going to get a glare on that? Here. Look at this. Look at this. Betsy Ross couldn't have knitted a better coin than this item right here. Now, I know you might be thinking this is not made of fabric, and that is true. Ladies and gentlemen, Martha Washington couldn't have forged a better coin. And we are bringing them to you with, of course, our certificate of existence for this item on a great, great deal. Two of the invisible silver dollar for only $1. That can't be right. I feel like we're losing money here. Now, all right, 2. Look at this. You've got the gorgeous President Herbert Hoover on the front. And on the back, it is the gorgeous President Herbert Hoover's back of his head. It is unique in that while it is invisible, it is plain to see that this is a completely legitimate purchase and no refunds will be offered. Thank you very much. Are we out?
I have a full rotisserie chicken in my...
Oh, Lammy's getting dirty. Gotta wash that.
All right. Who is Daddy's little mummy?
Mommy?
No, a mummy, sweetheart. A mummy. How do I put this?
Just explain it to me.
All right, I will. A mummy is a deceased person or animal whose tissues and organs have been preserved, chemically.
Well, that's not entirely true. It could also be a complete accident. It could be lack of air, cold temperatures, extreme humidity.
Yes, but over 90% of mummifications are done chemically and purposefully. Sweet dreams, Lisa.
Daddies, why don't I have a mommy?
That is a crazy thing to say. Over 90%. You're not thinking of the self-mummification, Tom. Think of the self-mummification, will ya? Think of the Japanese. Can ya? Okay? They've been doing it for centuries.
Yes, it's a centuries-old practice, but it was outlawed in the early 1900s.
And how many mummies do you know from the late 1900s?
But do I have a mommy?
Oh, I don't know. Off the top of my head, 1978.
Yes,
Gunter von
Hagen's
Hagen's plastination. Ever heard of it?
I'm pretty sure we've both heard of plastination, but we've also heard of waffles, and neither are mummies.
You mean to tell me that the replacement of all of one's fat and water, all of the fat and water from one's body, and the replacement of it with assorted plastics does not qualify as mummification to you?
No, there's many ways to mummify someone, but none of them involved plastic. It was dehydration. Plastic wasn't even invented until 1906.
Plastic was invented in 1907. Don't be obtuse. I swear I don't know why I keep buying you books.
And I don't either, because they're all written in French, Tom, and I don't speak a lick of French.
Which is exactly why I purchased the French lessons on compact disc ROM.
Which I would take if you'd let us have a computer in the house.
Of what use is a computer in the house when there's a nearest library 5 kilometers away?
Daddies, please stop fighting.
Oh, honey, Daddies, we're not fighting. He's just trying real hard to avoid answering your question. Gee, Tom, how do you say your mother was killed in a Wawa washroom in French?
Ta mère était tuée dans une salle de bain de Wawa. This is not about mon français parfait, Garrett. And quite frankly, this is not about us either. This is about the evolution of mummification and your refusal to accept its many, many forms. I don't know if it's that you can't learn or that you won't.
Call me a traditionalist, okay? But I could have you fully mummified by daybreak with some cedar oil and enema and wrapping paper.
Well, all I would need is a melon baller and the plastic from your mother's ass.
Stop ignoring your daughter, Tom, and tell her about how you killed her mother in that filthy fucking...
You know goddamn well she died in the Dodge. You were there. He was there.
Excuse me for trying to flush some of the grittier memories from my mind. After all, I did watch you kill a woman to death.
It was an accident. She took the last bag of pistachio, and I was not about to settle for an inferior mixed trail.
There were a lot of pistachios, okay? No one had to die that night.
Encumbered by shells! They were encumbered by shells! And Christ curse the day that I have to forage for my snack food like I'm a sweaty day laborer from the Far East.
Oh, and this coming from a man who every morning weighs and grinds his coffee beans one at a time until it's perfect. 10 minutes for 6 ounces of coffee.
This coming from the man who just has to press a stupid little button and cappuccino slowly pisses through the mold-ridden urethra of his Cries machine.
You bought me that machine.
I bought it for the help.
Yes, well.
They kept leaving fingerprints on my La Spaziale.
Let me guess, it was that Juanita?
It was Juanita.
Yeah, I told you should have fired that bitch a long time ago.
Well, I wanted to, but she makes that flan and it's so good.
Well, that's all. Thanks for watching. We'll see you next time. Good night.